Everyone, it's Michael on YouTube, and today I want to talk about all the basic things I believe that you should avoid as an online investor. Because in order to become a smart investor, you need to first know what's the most common mistakes that people do, and if you can avoid those, then you'll have much more success. So first of all, if the amount that you want to invest in binary options or any form of online trading is an amount that's very valuable for you and that you're going to cry over, then I suggest that you wait. I know with binary options and with the any option platform, they offer the lower minimum, which is $100. Now, if the $100 is something that you really need in order to sustain yourself, then put it on hold. Don't invest, because it's high risk, and with all the profits, still you have to be ready to also lose if you're going to start investing. Second thing, don't look at the graph and just make predictions based on impulse or emotions. You have to relate the graph to reality. You have to have good indicators before you make your prediction. So never involve emotions. Now the other thing is that if you see that you're about to be out of the money, a lot of times what happens is that you want to purchase more options, maybe going in the opposite directions or trying to save the trade. What happens very often is that because you're very emotional and you're about to lose your money, so any additional predictions that you're going to make, any options that you're going to buy will not be based on indicators and reality, and what will happen is that you might, instead of losing that amount, you're going to lose more than what you were about to lose anyways. So avoid doing that as well. Now besides that, a very common mistake that I know from friends of mine who invested and from my previous past mistakes is that sometimes, let's say you start your account with $100, now you're going to have $1,000 in your account. Many times people say, okay, so if I manage to make $1,000, so maybe I should double my chances and try to reach $10,000. So first of all, what I recommend doing, withdraw your profits. If you make $1,000 out of $100, then at least withdraw $800, put it aside as profit. Leave $200 in your account and keep on, purchasing option. This way, even if you lose, then eventually you can have this profit you put aside. So don't get ahead of yourself. You might be lucky at first, and you might, but unless you're very confident with your predictions, then don't make any gambles. Don't, try to double. Let's say right now you have $10,000 in your account. That's very nice. And of course, yeah, if you're going to put all the $10,000 in one trade, you're going to have $17,000, which is a lot to make in 1 hour, $7,000. So be very patient. Be very careful. Try to keep the same trades in the same amount. So if you're starting with $200, make trades for $50, $25. If you start an account for $1,000, then you can make trades for $50, $100. This way you can diversify the risk. And they say don't put all the eggs in the same basket, and you have to diversify the risk a little bit. So those are some common mistakes that if you can avoid, then definitely you'll be better off. Second thing, don't rely on softwares, because all the softwares that give you automated predictions and they kind of like purchase options for you, they go based on trends that everyone who's using the same software is going to do as well, which is going to manipulate the market results, and eventually it's not going to be accurate. Of course, if all the softwares were accurate, or even if one software was profitable and people could base all their indicators and everything from a software, then obviously there would be millionaires just using those softwares, and that's not the case. You'll find that the people who are making money are people who are using fundamental analysis, looking at reality, focusing on one asset, doing their best to step in the trade when it's the right moment and not just based on impulse. So those are a few tips, do's and don'ts. If you have any questions, I bet I can elaborate more on any of the topics that I covered. So just email me. You can also write a comment, and if you haven't watched any of my other videos, you can subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of strategies that I illustrate, and you can also see some live trades that I'm going to post up soon. Thank you very much, guys.